Hi, Mr. Mano here, Study of Stuff. This video is in response to a question I got the other day. The question was, what type of techniques or tricks have I used in the past or still use that help in preparation for meditation? Now, the person that asked this question was a beginner, so I'll start with a beginner tip. And I use it all the time still, actually, but one of the misconceptions or ideas people have when they think that it's, I'm going to sit down and meditate is I'm going to think nothing. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to be nothing. And then obviously your mind does exactly the opposite. It starts going, well, I have pictures and thoughts and oh my God, this happened and random song and all this stuff starts going on in your mind and it starts racing and you can't calm it down because you're just saying, think nothing, just think nothing, do nothing. And it's doing the opposite. So what I do is I view that chattering mind and my ego as a little child. In my case, I'm a boy, so the child is a little version of me back in the day, a little boy. So what I do and did and do and still do, doing it right now, is I grab that little boy and I hug it and I tell him, you really have something to say. You want to throw a tantrum and just go off and just blah 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 blah. Here's your chance. Say whatever you want. Go for it. And you just let your mind do, say, whatever, bring anything up as it may, and let it go. And all of a sudden you find that the little boy's about to go, I got nothing. It just calms down, relaxes. And there's some space for you to actually get in the frame of mind to meditate or control your random chattering mind. Now, it might start happening again after a few seconds. Instead of chattering, might come back, and then just do it again. So I use this if I'm ever in a stressful situation at work, or whether I'm trying to meditate and my mind just can't sit still or whatever. I just do that. It takes a couple seconds and kind of like find some silence. The other thing I do, and this is actually a technique that I do before meditation, like you sit down, I do this. A lot of people do this. It's a common technique. It's a body scan. Scan your body for any stress and release it. Now, there's different forms of actual meditations based on body awareness and body scans. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, and it's similar though, what I am talking about is that I start from head to toe or from toe to head or whatever, and I actually scan each body part and I release stress and tension. Tell it to relax. Kind of start off from the toes and the feet and just say, toes, feet, relax. And just kind of feel it all relax and go all the way up to the top of your head. Now, some key areas are the shoulders. Let you carry a lot of tension there. Chest, shoulders. Let release. The neck, the jaw. Oh man, that's good. When you just tell that jaw to just relax and it just like dies and your tongue falls. Oh, that feels great. And then your scalp, the top of your scalp, you just go whopping. Eyes. Those are some key areas where it's good to just kind of make sure they're relaxed and calm. After I've done a scan, I go over it really quickly and just see if there's any tension left over, and I tell that area to scan that area I've scanned to relax, calm down, chill out. After that, I do something called 20 circular breaths, which I will be putting in part 2 of this video, and I'll show you that technique. And I love it. It's a great technique, and I'll get into more detail about that in a second. In part 2, if you're gonna watch that, just watch it. Now, the importance of breathing obviously is that you need to stay alive. But outside of just that, and getting into the more esoteric stuff about like prana and chi and energy flow and all that stuff, outside of just that, I look at it from the perspective that your breathing mimics your mental state. If you have chaotic and crazy breathing, normally your mind's just, you think of hyperventilation, right? Calm, still breathing, calm, still mind. I've done a video on breathing, yogic breathing and all that, so you can also check that video out too as well if you like. But I'll get into 20 circular breaths in part 2. Then after that, what I do is I use a technique of moving energy up and down my spine, and that will be part 3. And the reason why I do that is kind of, I look at it like charging up a battery. You're charging up a battery, and I like actually giving more power to the antenna to pick up frequencies. I kind of look at it like that. And in future videos, I'll be going into some more energy work stuff, qigong, new energy ways, and a few other things that also help in that process. It's neither of those. So that'll be in part 3, so check that out. Anyways, hope this video has enticed you to go check out part 2 and part 3, which will be linked up somewhere here or there, whatever. And yeah, see ya. Catch you on the flip side.